We told you this was going to happen. 23andMe declares bankruptcy. This is a pretty good lesson. You can learn a lot. All you younger people out there, you can learn a lot about business from this company. And we're talking about business. There are different types of businesses. 23andMe, I'm not going to argue. Great concept. Great concept. Great idea. But as far as a long-term business was concerned, no. No. Why? Okay. 23andMe collecting DNA from people and, stories, people finding long lost brothers, sisters, all sorts of other things. Collects all this data. Now, again, I would never, ever, again, I don't want giving anybody my DNA. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm sure that it's been collected here, there, or somewhere. But listen, okay, the last James Bond movie where they were creating, essentially bioweapons based upon your DNA. Nah, not my bag. But anyway, I'm sure that many people just like me. Wow, it's an interesting idea, interesting concept, but I'm not going to do it. But many people did. Many people did. And, money flowed into the company. The problem is there's no repeat business. Let's throw it this way. What if people only went to McDonald's once? Yeah, McDonald's would eventually go under. But no. People need to keep going back to McDonald's. People do not need to keep going back to 23andMe. It's almost like kind of owning. You want to think of it like the Clampetts from the Beverly Hillbillies. Okay? They got themselves a well. They remember the oil well. They struck oil. Okay? And they had oil well. But eventually that well is going to run dry. Again, everybody needs oil, but unless you develop and find more wells, guess what? You're going to go under. That's why oil companies do that. 23andMe, that's it. They tried to say that they were going to use the various different DNA samples to start some sort of pharmaceutical company. And, that was the argument that was presented to me. And I'm like, yeah, I know a little bit about biotech and the costs that are involved with actually developing drugs is astronomical. Okay, there's no way, no how they'd be able to afford to do that. They would have to raise a ton of money, bring in all sorts of experts. They didn't have the infrastructure to do that. So no, that was, no way, no how, not going to happen. This 23andMe and the company going public was, again, another example of Wall Street ripping people off. Won't tell me that the people on Wall Street did know that was this, what I just presented to you wasn't the case. But they don't care. They don't care. They're everybody's doing it. We can sell this stock, and that's what they did. And you bought it. Again, I've often talked about that demonic game of musical chairs that so many people like to play. We don't play. There's no point in it. We knew what was eventually going to happen. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. Anyway, I guess now, again, this is, if you sent your DNA in, you might want to, I don't know, get hold of the company. I guess there's some option that they get rid of your information at some point in time, because this is going to a bankruptcy sale. And some private equity company is going to end up with your DNA sample at some point in time, unless you get rid of it. Just saying. Again, you have to take a look at companies in a different way. If the CEO of the company that stepped down, what's her name? Wojcicki, Wojcicki. Again, great idea. Could have made herself a fortune. Well, she did make herself a fortune. I mean, obviously blew out of her stock when the thing went up. Certain businesses have a lifespan, and 23andMe was one of them. Watchdog on Wall Street.com.